Do you want clean exhaust tips? Odd question, but yeah, I guess we all do. So the question is, does this Labocosmetica Cronos help you get those exhaust tips nice and clean? Find out more right here, right now. Hello and welcome back to the Golf Diaries. My name's Mark, and if you're into your VW's detailing, then hopefully you've come to the right place. Now, excuse the change of scenery today, but yeah, I've only got a small window of opportunity to get this video recorded between work things I have to do. And the crows are having a party out there. Honestly, you can't hear yourself think. I don't know, I think one of them's getting married or something. I don't know. There's a big family gathering going on. I don't know what's going on. It's a heck of a stag night. They've been making enough noise for the past few weeks. But anyway, enough of our crow problems. And let's talk about this. Labocosmetica Cronos. What is Cronos? Well, it's a rapid decarboniser, primarily for exhaust tips. Now, previously I've kind of polished exhaust tips using this, which is one of my all-time favourite detailing products, Britemax Easy Cut. Came part as the Britemax Twins, as you may recall, if you've been around detailing for long enough. This was a metal polish to have back in the day, and in my opinion still is. Luckily, I have still got lots of this left and it hasn't gone off yet. So that is the product I tend to use to look after the chrome exhaust tips. Now, a new car to the family, we have an R32 that has recently joined the family. It's not mine, but it's within the family, and it's a bit of a renovation project. It's in really good nick for a 19-year-old car, but it just needs a little bit of TLC here and there, and part of that is those iconic twin exhaust tips. They were looking a little on the tired side. So I'll take you outside in a second to the R32. I did some work on it the other day and I captured it for you. Now, just a quick heads up before we do, I did forget to put my microphone on. It's the crows, I tell you, they're just so distracting. I'm blaming them for everything at the minute. But yeah, I forgot to put my microphone on, but hopefully you will be able to make out what I'm saying on the soundtrack. On the audio, I'm not going to start singing. Wrong channel. So those who know. But yeah, seriously, let's get back to the point, shall we? I think the heat's getting to me today. Let's get back to the point. If you are going to use this, what I will say, big consideration is wear gloves. Now, Labocosmetica have made it very clear on their website that you need to wear gloves. I mean, this is a decarbonising product, so there's going to be some really active and quite aggressive ingredients in there that you probably don't want to get on your skin. And whilst some of us are, we're kind of a bit macho, we don't want to admit that we need to wear gloves, but come on, you only get one chance at health. So yeah, there's going to be chemicals in there that I don't particularly want to get on my skin, so please glove up. The other thing to bear in mind is if you're using this, do not get it onto plastic, certainly unpainted plastic, because it will potentially damage it. So again, that perhaps tells you a little bit about some of the ingredients in this. Glove up, people. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me because I don't have a microphone on, but so this second tailpipe is proving a little bit more difficult. There is just here, there is some major carbon deposits on it, and also I think from the texture there's a little bit of rust in there as well, a little bit of something, I'm not quite sure. It's still covered up in all the black. So I've had 2 attempts at it so far, and it's better, don't get me wrong, it's definitely getting better, but there's a long way to go. So if I just flush that off, hopefully, as I said, you can hear me. Yeah, I know I've taken my gloves off, only to operate the camera, so honest go. I'm not touching anything, I'm touching the clean part of the microfiber, so. Right, so yeah, you can see just there, I mean it really is not wanting to move at all. So yeah, I'm gonna have another couple of goes and then I'll give you an update on how it goes. So update number 2, hopefully that'll focus in on, there you go. So it's definitely better after another pass. You can see the inside is cleaned out quite a nice, again, you know, we can have another go at that. This one over here obviously cleaned up really nicely. I mean, we need to bear in mind this is the original exhaust, and it's a 19-year-old car, so yeah, you know, there's a lot of deposits on here because I'm not sure it's ever had a proper detail in its life. So but yeah, I mean, this here obviously it's all dried now, so I can touch it, it's okay. This is absolutely solid. I think that's a mix of carbon and corrosion there, but I'm going to have a go with the wire wool and some Britemax. See how we get on. So as you can see from that, and hopefully you could hear, I won't know until I start editing the video, hopefully you heard, yeah, the R32, bless it, I love that car, but that exhaust was not playing ball with me. It did not want to clean up, but you know, certainly we've made a big improvement on it over where it was. So between the Labo and the Britemax, then absolutely we got there, or there-ish eventually. But back to the product in question, this Labocosmetica Cronos. Well, as you may have seen from the video, it's a really nice consistency. It's kind of almost, it's not quite gel-like, but it's a very kind of thick consistency, which is good when you're working on exhaust tips, because obviously it will stay on the inside of the kind of upper part of the exhaust quite easily, and that is obviously very important. You don't want it dripping everywhere. You don't need to use a lot of product at all. I mean, this bottle is 250 ml, so I mean, how often do you need to decarbonize your exhaust tips? So this bottle is going to last you a very long time. It does have a shelf life of 5 years. Chances are, if you've only got 1 or 2 cars, you're not really going to get through that bottle in 5 years. What Labocosmetica suggests is that you do this treatment once every 5,000 kilometers. We'll come back to that very shortly. In terms of user experience, yes, I mean, it was quite satisfying in some odd way to see the carbon being removed without having to go to steel wool, or wire wool I should say, and a polish straight away. It was slightly less messy than doing it the old-fashioned way with the polish. It smells pretty inoffensive, but, and it's a big but, I did at one take, for whatever reason, took in a big gasp. Maybe it was an amazement at the beauty of the chrome exhaust just becoming, let's not go there. I gasped in for some reason. I'm getting old, getting a bit wheezy, don't know. But anyway, I gasped in and I got a lungful of this and I was coughing for about 5 minutes straight. Yeah, don't let it get too close to you. And if you do, be prepared to took off. So again, just a word of warning. I'm not saying it's dangerous. I'm not saying, you know, crikey, no Labo. I'm not saying you're putting a dangerous product out there. All I'm saying is, you know, if you are using this, use it in a ventilated area and don't get too close to it. I made that mistake. I won't make it again. But it smells pretty inoffensive. I'm looking down just to remind myself of the user experience. This was a few days ago. If you leave it to work its magic for a minute or so, hopefully it came across on the video, it does start to work a little bit harder for you. Should be no surprise there, I guess. But yeah, price-wise, depending where you buy it from, 13 to 15 pounds for 250 ml. As I said, that's going to last you a long time. Yeah, so, I mean, does it work? Well, yeah, it works. It does take the carbon off. It makes cleaning a kind of really kind of cruddy exhaust a lot easier for sure. But would I buy it again? Now on that one, the jury is out. Now I have to say, it does work. I can't stress that enough. It's a good product. If you feel you have the need for a product like this, I'd recommend it. It's definitely, it does what it says it will do. So there's absolutely no doubt the product works. The reason I'm unsure whether I'd buy it again, being brutally honest, is do I really need it? Now, I bought it in because I knew the R32 was going to need a lot of TLC and I thought it would help, and it did help, as you saw. So it did its job there. But going forward, how many times am I or are you going to need to really attack an exhaust pipe like the one on the R32, unless of course you are in the trade and you're seeing cars like that every other day, then that's different. But for a home user, when are you going to really need a product like this? Well, Labo, as I said earlier, do say that you know, you should do it once every 5,000 kilometers. Well, I, for one, every time I wash the car, I kind of wash the exhaust tips as well, and that kind of removes most of the stuff. And if you don't leave it there, then it's not going to, it doesn't solidify, it doesn't become a major issue. So I think if you are the type of person, and if you're watching this channel, you probably are, that actually likes washing their car and does it on a regular basis, do you need it? I don't know. If belts and buckles is everything to you, and you want the very best job, absolutely do it. I mean, it'll do a great job for you, and you can get right inside the exhaust and everything else. Absolutely. But for me, I don't need it for the show cars, because the show cars probably have done 5,000 kilometers in the last 20 years. We're trying to put that one right. Stay tuned. More to follow on the return to the shows for the cars. But yeah, we just don't do the mileage. The daily driver, as I said, I wash it every other weekend, every other week during the summer anyway. I don't really need it. So yeah, I mean, this bottle probably will last me 5 years. But the real reason I probably won't end up buying this again is this. Now, okay, I know I can't get Britemax anymore, and there's not a day goes by I don't think about the demise of Britemax and what a shame it was. That might be a slight exaggeration. We are allowed to exaggerate occasionally on YouTube. No, it's a great product. But obviously, when I do eventually run out of this stuff, I will buy some more polish. I'll try a few out. And I kind of quite like polishing exhaust tips. Is that something I should confess in public? I'm not sure. But yeah, I quite enjoy it. It's part of the process. So I'm quite happy on my cars to just wash on a regular basis, and then every now and again just whack it with this. But as I said, this does a very good job at what it is claiming to do. Why I keep putting that back to front up to the camera, I don't know. I tell you, so pro. Blame the crows. I've only just noticed actually Cronos starts with crow. So genuinely, I have only just realised that. That's just annoyed me. So I have issues with crows. But anyway, that aside, so Cronos is a very, very good product. If this fits a need of yours, buy it. Give it a go. It works. It does a great job. So Labocosmetica, you've come up with a product here that works, but it's just not for me. But if it's for you, then great. If it's not, and you're like me, well, that's £13. £13. Hey, take your other half out. Treat them. You know, you can get a coffee shop sandwich or something for £13. They'll be thrilled. They'll be over the moon. They'll be as happy as those crows celebrating the wedding. They'll be really happy. And on that bombshell, and for more great relationship advice, like, subscribe, stay tuned. Lots coming, lots on the cars, lots more detailing stuff coming your way. But yeah, I'm going to go and put these on. I hate them damn crows. Till next time, bye for now.